Hopefully it's working now. Good old OBS. Let me know if it's not working still. All right, let's go. That would make sense why I said, hey, how are you doing? I didn't hear anything back. Let me restart this. Can I? No, I don't really care. Okay, cool. Yeah, OBS, I had to switch all the settings, and I guess something got messed up in between, but I'm glad it's working now. Man, I was talking all this time. I was just talking to myself. Good times, good times. I tested the sound on the stream, but for some reason I was confident with the mic and I didn't even check. I just assumed it worked because on OBS it said it was getting a signal, but you know how that goes. Yeah, because I don't want to screw up this thing. I'm going to play one of the new tracks that I haven't played yet anyway. They're actually old tracks. Sure, we'll do this one since I'm not familiar. Then there's a billion characters. I don't know who to pick. Wish there was like a random button, like that some fighting games have. I'll play as Diddy Kong. Why not? He's a cool guy, I guess. I never met him. This looks more Diddy Kong style. What is that? Filled with stuffing? Blue standard. All right. And a loading time for some reason, even though this is a cartridge. I guess it's a lot of data. Oh, this thing looks like it's about to blow up if he hits the gas too hard. I think I had the analog stick lean to the left when I turned it on because it keeps trying to turn. If I let go, he'll start turning left. Oh, let me fix the controller before it drives me crazy. Maybe I turned the tilt control. Yeah, that's what it was. I was like, something's off. It must have been when I paused the game to fix the sound. Wonder if the real Paris is like this. Stupidest question ever, but I asked it on purpose. Maybe. Oh, good old roundabouts. I didn't play much of Mario Kart Wii, so I don't know what tracks are from that game unless it says it. Pretty familiar with all the other ones, though. I didn't have a Wii U, but this is basically the Wii U version. I actually thought the DS, even though the graphics weren't the greatest, the DS version was probably one of my favorite. Not the 3DS, but the original DS version. I guess it was just a novelty of playing what felt like a full-fledged Mario Kart. I know they had the Game Boy Advance ones, but the DS looked more like an advanced Nintendo 64 one. Go, Diddy Kong, you're the greatest. We should be friends. Yeah, I don't... Unless somebody likes to still use this game as a damn steering wheel. I don't know. I'm glad it's fixed now. I was worrying. It's like, damn, might need a new controller. But luckily, I went to the store, and they have like some decent ones that are fairly priced. I might get it for a second controller so player 2 isn't stuck with the 2 Joy-Cons on that holder. It's like back in the day when you had friends over and you had like the actual official controller and you give him like the third-party Mad Catz controller. Like be made out of the most brittle plastic. He doesn't like a giant toad balloon. Alright. I'm not sure about those sounds you're making, Diddy. Yeah. I'm surprised they never re-released Double Dash. Like, I think beside this one, that's like what a lot of people love, and maybe the original one. I never owned Double Dash. I always had to rent it, but I remember really enjoying it. And it's the only game that has like that, I don't know what they called it, but when you have 2 partners, the partner mechanic. It's only Mario Kart that uses that system. At least that I know of. The meme shell. It's crazy though to play like a Mario Kart game that has over 90 tracks. I'm guessing that's why they might want to do something different for the Switch too, because I feel like they perfected this formula. But yeah, it would have been cool if they added like every track from every game as one last hurrah before they redo the formula. That would have been cool. Those birds are extraordinarily stupid, the way they're just chilling on a racetrack like that. Alright, he's way too happy to be waving that checkered flag. That might be his first job. He's just excited. Next race. Doesn't look like they did much to this level graphically. I guess compared to the Nintendo 64, it looks good. Looks like they even add a little fog to make you remember how the Nintendo 64 was. Why is there a giant zipper on the back of my bike? He's riding his little teacup. I used to have the Nintendo 64 Mario Kart on my Wii from the Virtual Console. That's one thing I hope they bring back. I don't like the idea of renting games. I'd rather buy them. Just like this, they're like, you can buy the online service and pay for the extra one and get these, play these tracks just for free as long as you have the service. I'm like, why don't I just buy the tracks? That's what I did. I'm not going to be tied to a service if I don't have to be. Yeah, it's easy to zone out and not talk and play the races. I keep gotta reminding myself to talk. This game's like one of those games like you want to play before bed. It kind of helps you relax to get tired. Sometimes, like, when I'm not tired, I'll bring the Switch to bed and try to get sleepy playing it. Not that the games are boring, but they're just really chill. Music's lighthearted. Gameplay's not too intense. Unless you're, like, some speedrunner doing time trials. It's a pretty fun experience that's laid back. And I feel like this game hits a lot of the nostalgic feels for a lot of people. So it's not just the gameplay, it's like the memories associated with it. Yeah, me too. I wish they'd bring Virtual Console back. That's one thing I hope they do with the Switch too. I hate the Nintendo Virtual Console Online or whatever it's called. I mean, it's cool as long as you have the service, but I can't own the games. Like, I would straight up buy a ton of Game Boy games for the Switch if they'd let you buy them. One of the first games I'd buy if they had a Virtual Console, the Game Boy, is Super Mario Land 2, the one you played like when I first started watching your streams. That game's so much fun to me. And the original Kirby's Dream Land 2. Heck, I'd probably even play the old Pokemon, like Red, Blue, or Yellow. Or even Silver. I really like that one. It'd also be cool if they had the Game Gear games. It's so crazy how friendly Sega and Nintendo are now, considering they were like basically rivals back in the day. The coconut ball. I actually think it's a brilliant idea to make a racetrack in a mall. The zipper on the back of my bike is extremely distracting though. It was an interesting song for this level. Oh, I like the tile work to make it look like an 8-bit game. That's really cool. I see websites where like people try to redesign better versions of the classic tracks. It's kind of cool. I often wonder what programs they use to get everything to work. And get rid of these banana peels I never use. Oh, you guys are showing off. Not a very shy like move. Had to happen sooner or later. They are super happy to be at the mall. Though it's surprisingly empty. What do you mean by silver? You like the mineral? A character named Silver? A cup? Why did I do that? I know, I wasn't paying attention. Let's be real with ourselves. Remember, I was a kid, sometimes I'd be scared to go down the escalator. Like it was gonna suck me up through the cracks or something. That's my special parachute. Oh. Yeah, silver was really good. It was kind of cool how they had the different times of day. I'm not familiar with all the characters, so I wanted to make sure what you were talking about. But yeah, Pokemon Silver, I enjoyed it. I never played Gold, but I imagine it's a lot like Pokemon Silver, just different characters like the first games. I unfortunately missed out on a lot of the GBA games. Be nice to replay them. Sure, we'll look at results. That is some pretty epic music. Mario Kart television. You know, Nintendo could actually get away with a channel called Mario Kart TV. I'm sure people would watch it on YouTube if it was nothing but Mario Kart races. Every once in a while they announce news about the games. I really like the presentation of this game. Make it more like a TV show. Like you're watching ESPN or something. Cool. I'm just gonna hoard them. Like a hamster with, or like a squirrel with acorns. That's a better analogy. Okay. What shall we pick next? Because I don't know. I'm gonna close my eyes and just randomly select someone and just stick with the choice. Watch it be someone I already picked. Son of a bitch, it was. Sure. Okay, I want a cooler vehicle this time. Although they all look homemade a little bit. They'd easily get like, I'm sure they'd quickly get 1 million views if it was like an official Mario Kart channel. They could do it with a lot of their games. They'd be making bank. This game has so many choices compared to the other ones. We're gonna ride this Beetle theme cart. This thing looks like it's gonna fall apart with those tires. Some of these tires are so small like this one. They look hilarious on the vehicle. Don't want those Zelda-looking curse tires. Tour, DS, GBA, and then I guess Ninja Hideaway is the new one. Sure, we'll play this one. Gotta make sure I look at the time, because this is one of those games that you usually get sucked into and you lose track of time. This level looks pretty nice. I like the look of it so far. I'm not sure how I feel about Yoshi's vehicle. He's towering everyone else. It's so funny. Yoshi looks like he just can run over everyone else. Better not turn too quick. It's like a SUV might topple over. I like the music in this. To be fair, I usually like most things that have a saxophone in them. Don't topple over, Yoshi. You can do it. Where did you fools come from? Oh, the bass on those things were really nice. Somebody had to be the rotten egg in the bunch. Alright, who threw that? Here, have fun. Yeah. It's basically like the Mario Kart version of a monster truck. Yoshi's driving Gravedigger. Yeah, that sound of that thump is really satisfying. I'm wearing noise canceling headphones so I can really hear the bass on that. Kind of unique that they modeled it after a beetle. I kind of like that they're handlebars. I don't know what you would call the little appendage they have in the front of their face. They're not like mandibles. It's almost like a horn. That's might be what it's actually called, like the horn beetle. But I like how they're handlebars that you can just hold on to almost. Or I guess maybe it functions as a bumper. I don't know Mario Kart lore. There's going to be like that, well, actually person that's going to correct me. It's only a matter of time. It's from the DS game. I wonder if I'll remember it. It's been so long. I love the DS version. I actually had a roommate that took it when I moved out, I guess. I don't know. But I got lost and I had to rebuy all my DS stuff. I only had so many funds to rebuy my collection. Well, this game is like a nice little greatest hits game. I really like it. And the music on these older tracks, I'm really enjoying. Be nice to see. On Snake Pass? I heard that game was pretty good. I never played it, actually. That's been out. That was out like a few years ago because I remember the Switch port being like, I don't remember if it was really good or wasn't as good as like the PS4 port or whatever. But it seemed like a really fun, chill, laid back game. I think I saw it on Digital Foundry when they were covering it. Yeah, look for your stream earlier. I was like, oh, he's probably working on videos. Something I should have been doing, but I just wanted to stream the Switch. I've been wanting to all week. I was gonna wait till the weekend, but I was like, I got time. Why don't I just do a little bit now? Plus, I just felt like playing Mario Kart. No, I don't want the banana peels. I never want the banana peels. Just causing chaos behind me, just throwing random shells in the street. Alright. Oh, nice. You guys get along? Cool, my sister visited me once in a while. Yeah, it would have been cool because I'm sure she would have been down to play Mario Kart. Or at least one of my nieces. Like, that's the only reason why my niece wanted a Switch was for Mario Kart. Never seen her play. I wonder how good she is at it. No. How embarrassing. Oh, the beanstalk, too. No. Thank you. I almost was a Yoshi sandwich. No. That's awesome. Yeah, I get it. I just usually check out your stream to see what you're playing. I like watching your streams, and plus, a lot of the people that follow me are there too, so it's just a cool place to hang out. Streaming is kind of like my social time as well. I'd rather not attempt those since I haven't mastered them yet. I don't know the layout of this level well enough. Yeah, like all these old tracks, I think the music's a lot better. I usually don't play this game with headphones on either, so maybe I should play some of the other tracks that came with the game. Maybe the music was good and I just didn't hear it, but I feel like these like callback tracks, the redesigns of the older tracks, I don't know, the music seems better or more iconic. Doesn't seem as generic. But like I said, a lot of times I play this without headphones on. I'm noise canceling. I have actually a fairly decent pair right now, but sometimes when I'm working, background noise like distracts me, so I got it so I can't hear anything except what's coming through the headphones. Hold on, let me drink my coffee real quick. I'll mute it so you don't hear the slurping sounds. You can watch Yoshi celebrate in the meantime. Yeah, Ben, basically at this point, the chat kind of takes care of itself. You could just let a game play on a demo and you'd basically have a channel running. That's so awesome. You have all those people come and they interact because a lot of us like met each other through each other, so it's really cool. So it's not just the stream. The stream itself is really cool, and then you have this really awesome interactive component that a lot of channels don't have, at least with me, because I don't know a lot of people. I'm guessing this is a new one made for this game since it didn't say where it was from. I think that sign might come down any second. Oh no. Hopefully I can drive between them. Yeah, that's good. Ninja Shy Guys. This game's levels music sounds like the soundtrack to Shadow Warrior. I like how glossy the roofs are, the bamboo roofs right here. They almost look metallic, but they look cool. I'm flying over the sign. I'm breaking all the rules. Try and keep up as I crash into the wall. I mean, I think people look forward to your interaction, but I think you could get away with it, unfortunately. Kind of jealous. That'd be cool if I could do that. I'd actually feel really guilty. Like, that's like some of those reaction people that, like, they won't even comment on a video and go to the bathroom and let the video just continue to play. And they're, like, monetized and they're making money while they're using the bathroom. Hey, KSN. How are you doing today? You work on drifting a little bit. Actually, a lot of bit. But, you know, it's passable for right now. The sounds Yoshi makes. That sounds promising. Glad to hear it, KSN. Look, Dad, I did it. I'm not a loser. What sports games do you like specifically? Yeah, I swear Nintendo could have a channel like this if they had like highlights like this with this kind of presentation like a TV show. I think it would actually work really well for YouTube. Just a 24-hour Mario Kart channel. Cool. I'll just hoard those as well as the others. Oh, is this Nightmare? Hey, Nightmare, what's up? I just thought you were like a random person stopping by. I really like sports. We occasionally have ESPN. Alright, I don't know who the F to pick. Oh, so cool you stopped by. How you doing? Well, I already asked that. But I didn't know it was you. But I hope everything's going well. We're gonna play as Luigi, the underdog of the Mario series that deserves more love. His voice is not nearly as high-pitched as Mario's. We'll go with I guess it's F-Zero. For some reason, I only thought you had like the two channels like that. ASMR, like background noise channel, and then your main one. This is a new channel, I'll have to sub to it. What kind of wheels do I want? Sure, we'll go with these. That looks great. It's like a little Power Wheels. I was so mad. I never had a Power Wheels growing up. I wanted one so bad. Anytime like one of my friends had one, I just hogged theirs all day. Oh, you're good, Nightmare. I was just happy to see you on. Yeah, I'll have to check it out if you have 3. Because I only knew about the 2. Yeah, let's go with this one, even though it looks kind of underwhelming. I haven't played any of these, at least the newer versions. I'm actually using the PC today, so it's a bit easier to read comments. I don't have to look down at a phone. This kind of looks like Hill Valley a little bit in Back to the Future. Not right here, but the other area. I like the little Donkey Kong graphic on the building. Looks like Times Square right here. You and me both. I would have been happy if they gave me a pink Barbie Power Wheels, as long as I had a damn Power Wheels. My dad's boss's son had a Power Wheels, and sometimes they'd invite us to their river house. and I would drive the shit out of their Power Wheels. I was probably too big for it too. I was practically in the fetal position in that thing. Every once in a while, they would let me drive the golf cart, but I had to stick with the Power Wheels. I remember they had like a Batmobile one I really wanted, and then they had a Ghostbusters Ecto one. And then I was growing up, but I saw like a Star Wars land speeder one, and that one looked cool. And I was like, damn, if I was a kid, I really want that one too. Sure, we're gonna make good time here. How am I still in first place? Well, we're not anymore. Let me take my coin for good luck. Please be something good. No, it's not anything good. Could you imagine if a banana peel ruined your day? That's what it's like to live in Mario Kart 24/7. Alright, what's the deal with the 1930s music with this level? We're gonna accidentally drive into a speakeasy. Ah, the good old Ben shouts. How nostalgic. Man, of course, people on the front porch would come now. Yeah, I was about to say this looks like a very Super Nintendo track, and then I saw the SNES at the bottom. Oh shit, I gotta keep looking at the time. Like I said, this is one of those games where I'll play and I'll lose track of time. But I'm sure Faye will wake up right before she typically does. All that nostalgic Mario Kart music. I do remember this one. Not in this form, but the original game. Be cool if you could unlock a DeLorean. I'd totally drive it. Hold on, let me just finish this so I can read your comment. Oh, ears perked up and ready to go now. Sounds like a pet food commercial, like when you shake the bag or something. I swear, I'll try to stealthily get treats for the pets. No matter what I do, no matter how quiet I am, I'll hear the little paws tapping on the floor coming in the kitchen. I hear it every time. I can't fool them. No such thing as a surprise when it comes to treats. Yeah, go ahead. I'm at the end. Luigi, fix that dent in the back of your hat. It looks ridiculous. Bacon strips. Man, use a bacon strip. I haven't bought any in years. I don't think Faye's ever had them. But I just remember after you give the dog one, they'd be sniffing your hands because it'd have like artificial bacon smell on your fingers. I don't know. That and pepperoni. Some of that stuff smelled good. You're almost like tempted to like taste it because it like smells like actual beef jerky. You're like, this kind of smells like teriyaki a little bit. Wonder if the dog would notice if I nibbled on the corner for a second. I know this level. Of course, it didn't look this nice when I played it. I remember that commercial for bacon strips. It's like first person perspective of like a dog's snout looking for him. So sad to see you go. These are like the most optimistic characters I've ever seen. Even the evil characters in this franchise seem good-spirited. Mario Work Gear. Sponsored by Oshkosh Bagosh. I remember when I was a kid, I wanted a pair of overalls. Why? I have no effing idea. There's no practicality for overalls in my life. So much for my streak. I don't think this is going to end well. I appreciate your status updates about you brushing your teeth, Ben. I was worried about it for a second. At least you're thorough. Enjoy. Yeah. Perhaps in a past life. Definitely not this one. I hated gardening when I used to have to in the summer. My dad was at work. Everybody's like, can you come over? And I'd be like, no, gotta work in the garden. And then you take like credit for all the shit. I'd be the one that was like tilling it and stuff. Weeding it. I'd like wake up and have like a Santa's list like length of a scroll of chores I had to do. Hated that shit. We here at Nintendo do not condone gambling. We built a level to look exactly like a casino. We gotta go through the tunnel 2001 Space Odyssey. Suddenly we're gonna see like a monolith. Goofy sound of music here. Follow the line. Yeah, that part's cool. I just wish I got some credit and like got to pick some of the stuff that we actually grew in the garden. It was like his hobby, but I was like having to take care of it. There was stuff left for my sister, but she wouldn't do it. And I don't know, my dad would be mad if it wouldn't get done, so I'd have to do it anyway. So I was doing two people's chores often. The last thing you want is dad to be grouchy when he gets home and they get told. I can't even fathom being told that something didn't get done. That's how serious it was. Like, that's why I took over. Sister kind of took advantage of that system a little bit. Ah, good old days. It's so funny. That turtle shell is on its own journey. Those damn shells should be illegal. I'm going through time. Yeah. A lot of times that's how I knew my dad was home. If I didn't hear him, I'd hear the from the beer can. But yeah, since I'm like the older sibling, shit fell on me. Aren't they required to wear tutus? Doesn't that help them like hover better or something? I don't know the physics of fairies. Like maybe if their wings stop working, it works as a parachute. I don't know. I'm thinking way too deep into this. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed the Mario movie as an older person. It was fun. I mean, it's not the deepest movie in the world, but it was entertaining. I really did enjoy the Mario Kart segments. I feel like that could almost be like its own movie. Like I said, like Nintendo easily could get away with making a Mario Kart YouTube channel. Make it like ESPN, but just only on Mario Kart and maybe other Mario sports games. Yeah, that's what it's like being the older one, or just the more responsible one. Sometimes it rolls on the younger sibling if they're more responsible, and you got like an older, immature one. But yeah, and often the sibling knows it and they'll take advantage of the system. And they wear different kilts based on what clan they're from. Um, Play as this guy. Nostalgia for Mario 3. It's a pretty big vehicle. I'll take it. What kind of tires are we gonna pick today? I'm just picking what I think aesthetically looks nice. I don't know the pros and cons of each tire. This looks fairly legit. We want a parachute to match his hair. There we go. So this one's from Tor, GBA, Wii, and then there's the original one at the end. Let's try it. And what time is it? All right, we have about 30 minutes. I'm glad I decided to do the Switch today. This has been really chilled and laid back. I need a stream like this. Last 2 weeks have been so stressful, and I've just been pushing through. That's why I've been late a lot of times. I like the texture of like the road right here with the cobblestone. Apparently these things can go up steps. Alright, that was kind of mean. Why would you do that to me? You see how cool my parachute is? Why would you do that? When's this thing gonna go through time? I actually like the tracks that are based on real world locations. I hope they do more of these in future games. Thanks, Nightmare. You don't have to be kind to call it a masterpiece. I'll check it out once I come back walking the dog, because I gotta walk the dog immediately after a stop, but yeah. I need a sub to your channel too. Luckily you're on my stream. A lot of times I want to follow people's channels and they're on someone else's, and I'm not a mod and I can't check out their channel because they're not going by like their channel's name. Yeah, Ben, I should do more Switch. If the Switch 2, if I can get the Switch 2 and it's backwards compatible with streaming, you'll see a ton of more Switch. But with the PC, I would like to do it because I really like the more laid... Not all the Switch games are obviously laid back, but Switch has a lot more chill games, or at least the ones I own are a lot more chill. But I know not everybody is into the Nintendo stuff, so I try to switch it up. No pun intended there. But I know mostly I've been doing Sony, and I want to switch back and forth. Just the pain sometimes when you're in a rush to hook up everything really quick, because I don't have everything already hooked up. Like after I'm done playing, I'm putting everything away. Yeah, whatever works for you. It's just nice to see you around. Alright, this isn't going to be good, but this level's really large. I like the 2D characters in that area. Oh, still third place. I was talking too much and not paying attention. I do like when I'm using OBS, I actually can see the stream scroll down, so I know I have a message, so I don't have to keep looking down at my phone. But the issue is once I stop streaming, I gotta unfold the table, put the laptop away, unhook the capture card, rehook up everything to the TV properly. So sometimes when I'm in the rush, it's just easy to push the share button. Oh, yeah, that's rough. Ice, my nemesis. I was struggling with ice on Crash Bandicoot 2. I actually did look it up on Reddit. They said the jump physics are different because I don't remember struggling on Crash 2 like at all. But I'm determined to get through that stuff. Just got to figure out tricks to get past it. I wonder if there's a way to download like the PS1 versions on PS5. Yeah, hopefully it'll get better, Nightmare. I know that's been a lot of stress. I always wonder how you're doing when I don't see you around, but I know you got a lot going on. This is my nightmare right now with the weather, driving on ice. Nothing's scarier when you're driving on the highway and it's coated in ice and you realize you have no control over your vehicle. You're doing your best to coast it. Yeah. I had a job like that. It was making me lose my mind. I'd work 6-7 days a week from 7 a.m. and I didn't get home until sometimes 2 in the morning. Like I would get anxiety just thinking about the next day. It was only like a few hours away. I was like on the verge of having a nervous breakdown. It was rough. Yeah, we've been getting snow a lot this month. I don't know what's up. We didn't get that much snow for several years, and then suddenly it's been snowing like a couple times a week. Like a couple of days ago, I streamed a game for only like an hour or so, maybe 2 hours. And by the time I was done streaming, when I went outside, everything was just snowed on. Like, it was just random. It kind of shocked me because what I was imagining to see out the door was totally different than how it looked. Yeah, sometimes I prefer the snow over the cold rain just because it's just so uncomfortable just to walk the dog. And snow at least keeps it somewhat dry until it starts to melt. Then it's gross. Yeah, doesn't know what it wants to do. A lot of people don't realize global warming also can mean extreme winters as well. It's just a change in weather patterns in general. I don't think global warming is probably a good name for it because people just think warming. Apparently, if the ice caps melt, though, Virginia is actually a pretty good place to be. Also, during a nuclear fallout, too, because of the mountains we have. So I guess I got that going for me. I wonder if that's why they picked like Appalachia for Fallout 76, even though that game's truly based in fiction. The only thing that's like realistic about that is that it takes place on planet Earth. Yeah. Because Florida is basically like a sandbar, more or less. Kind of crazy to think like that's how it is. It's also crazy to think like over like millions of years, like how there's like continents now that are buried underwater. Apparently New Zealand was a lot bigger, which I find fascinating. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe if they reach a point where you feel like they're responsible. I don't know your complete reasons. But yeah, it's a lot of work. I feel like if nobody has any allergies or anything, like if everybody chipped in, it wouldn't be so bad. But it is a lot of work if it's just one person. Okay, Ben. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you hanging out. An ice cream theme world. Hey, I think they themed that after the blue bunny logo. Somebody's gonna get sued. Where am I even supposed to go? Yeah, I didn't do this series of tracks that well. But to be fair, I've never driven on these in these games. I downloaded these tracks last night. So a lot of this is the first time I'm experiencing it. This level's like sensory overload a little bit. I'm just trying to figure out what I can drive on. So... those ice cube trays. I don't have the ice maker. I unfortunately have to use ice cube trays. What's funny is most of the time I use ice cubes are just when I'm impatient to wait for the coffee to cool off. Let's put a couple of ice cubes in. Got a bomb I can't use. Good, get them for once. Oh shoot. At least you put me a little bit further. And I had a mushroom. I don't think no matter what I do I can get first place though. Because I think this is the last track. Nice. Yeah, my parents have a nice ice machine. It feels like such a novelty when I go over their house. They also have like one of those water filter taps. It's kind of fancy. I never can see around that thing properly, and this is the end of the track. Where'd you come from? Oh, well. Did it fill the tray? How long did it take to refill the tray after that? Some ice makers work really slow. Every time we had an ice maker growing up, it broke over time. I don't know if somebody abused it or they're just prone to breaking. Yeah, I would in general. I'm really bad about drinking tap water too, but we actually lost water like a week or so ago because we had a snowstorm and apparently our water treatment plant's super old and they've been getting denied a lot of stuff and they've been trying to keep it a secret. So they had a power failure and the whole city and the neighboring county lost water for several days. And we were also under a boil advisory when we did get water. So I had to order a bunch of like bottled water because I have no filter or anything. But I think they said not even to use filtered water. They're like, if you take a shower, don't get in your mouth. I know they're trying to be overly cautious, but it kind of made me paranoid, being like a little bit of a germaphobe. Yeah, I know some people that have well water, especially in the counties. Even the county water versus the city tastes different from the tap. The county water tastes like it has more chlorine in it for some reason. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's where that body was in the well, right? And people got sick without spoiling it since it's not too much of an old movie, but I've seen that movie a couple of times if it's the one I'm thinking about. Actually kind of like it. I don't think they ever made a sequel of that movie. That was one of the better contemporary horror movies that I saw. Yeah, Cabin Fever. Good movie for people that are paranoid of like germs and bacteria. Tanuki said it. He said it, not me. I said it after though. Cool. I got licensed wheels now. Mario's driving high class. We'll do this one more cup, and then I gotta call it a day because little Faye's gotta go out. Oh, I didn't know they had a prequel. I'll have to look that up. Trying to think of what Sam's name is. His stepdad is actually the dude that played Gomez in the Black and White Addams Family. I think it's Sean Astin is what his name is. Could be wrong. I'll probably look it up on internet movie database and then feel bad that I gave wrong information. Oh well, story of my life. Everybody's got their homemade rides. I'm here rocking an actual car. Although it looks like the Power Reels version of the real thing. Okay, good. Don't want to screw it up. Because I'm not the best with names. Mikey from the Goonies. I sometimes forget that's him because he's so young in that movie. He doesn't look the same a little bit. I mean, you could tell it's him, but he's not like one of those people that looks the same their whole life. I feel like I might have been cursed with that. Like when you see kid photos of me, it just looks like a smaller version of the adult me. Alright, I can't see shit. Can you please go away? Thank you. Now that Cyndi Lauper song, The Goonies Are Good Enough, is stuck in my head. I used to like the music video with all those old wrestlers in it. I was like, back in the day, I think Cyndi Lauper was trying to have something to do with the WWF. I think she was trying to be the manager or somebody or something. Kind of a little bit before my time, so I've only read about it. I've been used to play Goonies 2 on NES. I actually played Goonies 2 on NES before actually seeing the Goonies. I assumed that there was a Goonies 2 movie, but I found out there wasn't. Thanks, game. Although if you were saving a mermaid, it would have felt kind of dumb. Plus, you had to play as Mikey. I wanted to play as Sloth. They probably couldn't afford the license for the Superman shirt. Next race. Switch is really good for a pick up and play game, so I can like wait till the last minute to stream. I don't have to worry about a 2-hour cutscene I gotta sit through before I can save the game. So it's good when you set yourself for like a time limit to stream. Don't go in the water. Watch, I'm gonna go in the water. Uh-oh. Faye's starting to wake up. Alright, that scared me. I thought I screwed myself over. Always like the Mario World's haunted house music. It was? I'm surprised. I might have to check it out. I just assumed since it was the Legacy sequel, it wouldn't be very good. I'll check it out though. I really like the first one, even though I've only seen it a couple of times. Basically, I just remember his hand going through some wheat. I remember the plot of the movie. I'm just kidding about that. But that's like a signature visual of that film. Yeah, I actually have Paramount Plus. Like my whole family shares streaming services, so we don't get inundated with like subscribing to 500 different ones. My dad likes one of the shows that come on Paramount Plus, so they got that one. I think he likes that Sylvester Stallone show. I think it's called like The King of Tulsa or something. I'm really bad about watching new stuff. I'd like to find a new show I'd enjoy versus watching the same thing over and over again. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like here, we get Peacock for free, like the premium version that you actually can access everything as part of the internet service. So it's kind of cool sometimes when you get internet and they give you stuff just by default. Cut the cord a few years ago, but lately, even without the streaming services, the price is getting to the point where it's starting to cost as much as cable just for the internet. And it's like a requirement, like you need it these days, even for work related stuff. Yeah, my dad really likes that show to the point. That's why they got Paramount Plus. I haven't seen an episode of it. They keep telling me how good it is. That was basically me doing the sound perfectly. It almost sounded like I was electronic for a second. He is so excited. I would be scared for my life. Me either. I need to just quit watching Mythbuster reruns and Simpsons reruns. I don't even know what that is. I think it gives me hover ability. Yeah, hit the sign. Yeah, good. Scary's gonna fall down. It's like, you can do it. I had to be my own Rob Snyder and motivate myself for a minute. It's so funny in one of those Rob Snyder movies, The Animal, where they actually had Adam Sandler dress up as the character Rob Snyder usually plays to say, you can do it. Get rid of those. Yeah, is that turtle shell gonna reach me now? And away we go. Alright. Relatively painful, but I shook it off like a pro, and then I hit that column right there. Alright. And you guys got me twice. That's an abuse of power right there. Yeah, I think he has some show. I haven't seen it. It might be on Apple or something. Like, I think he had like some. I want to say it's a sitcom, but it was still more realistically almost. It looked like Curb Your Enthusiasm a little bit. Another show I really like that I unfortunately watch reruns over a lot. Um, but yeah, he like had some show with his family. I can't remember what it was called. Yeah, I think the first time I noticed him because I was a kid was like in Home Alone 2 as like the hotel person, and every time he put his hand out, like Kevin would give him like a stick of fruit stripe gum. I haven't seen a lot of his stand up actually. I just mostly remember him from movies and his SNL days because they used to play that particular those years of SNL a lot on Comedy Central after I came home from school. So I'd rewatch all those ones with like Mike Myers, Rob Snyder, like a lot of the like Chris Farley, Adam Sandler, like a lot of the people who made popular movies in the late '90s and early 2000s. I feel like I remember this from the Wii, or there was a level like this on the Wii. These are those disorienting levels I have to get used to. I feel like there's a lot of these on the Wii. Never really played much of the Wii version beside going over to my friend's house. And they were really good at the game, so it's like pointless to play against them. No. All I did was look down for a split second. Yeah, get in front of me. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. There's splash damage, of course. You'll get none of those coins. Alright, come on, butt wipe. Let's get something good. Alright. Just hope he connects. No, don't go over the ledge. Alright. He pulled that off fairly nicely. Let's see what we screw up then. Replacement of that. No, I don't want the banana peel. Alright, this isn't Tony Hawk Pro Skater Mario. We don't need to climb up the ramps. I like to talk to the characters as if they can hear me. It's probably mental illness, but I like doing it regardless. For some reason, I thought I was on the last lap. I just looked at the map, though. To be fair, it's kind of a long track. Yes, you made it. Great. Thank you to whoever decided to ink me. I really appreciate it. You're my best friend, and now you shrank me, which is kind of a benefit, really, because it makes the track a little bit larger. Alright. Just use coin to get more coins. It's what you call living. Alright, cool beans. Okay, I have to unfortunately stop here and take the dog out. Thank you so much to everyone who joined and chatted. Thank you so much, Nightmare. Thank you so much, Ben, if you ever rewatch this. I really appreciate it, and I hope to talk to you on the next one. If I see you on Nightmare, I'll check out your stream as well, but it's nice seeing you all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you all later. Before I stop, I will reward you all with a cat picture. There you go. Now it's official.